What's up, YouTube? I appreciate y'all's support and showing love. So why don't y'all do me a solid? Jump on over to my Patreon. You feel me? It's only $2. Y'all got $2. You feel me? You can use. You feel me? You can, it's $2. You feel me? So go ahead and get over there. You feel me? Subscribe. And, get all the uncut, you feel me? Everything. We vlogging and all over there, you feel me? Mainly vlogging, you feel me? Y'all get to see everything you don't see. You feel me? On my YouTube. I got a video dropping on Wednesday. You feel me? Go check it out. All right, bet. YouTube, another video, same setting. Go do it now. Like, comment, subscribe. Now that you've done that, you got rappers, DEADLIEST BEEFS. Y'all know I take constructive criticism very well. Somebody said I should stop posting so much. So I'm on the road to 2K. So any suggestions y'all give me, I'm going to take. So we're not going to waste no time. We're 27 seconds in. We're not going to waste no time. We're going to get straight to it. Bet.
Here are some of the deadliest beefs in rap history. First, we'll start off with the beef between NBA Youngboy and Fredo Bang. This beef between the two Louisiana artists started way before the fame. G Money, a Louisiana artist who was very close friends with Youngboy and was best friends with Fredo Bang, slept with Youngboy's sister and even spoke about it in an interview with Say Cheese. By the time this interview aired, they already fell out because they had many diss tracks toward each other and made it pretty clear that they were beefing. G Money was killed on September 10th, 2017. Only a month after the Say Cheese interview. A lot of rumors say that Youngboy had something to do with his death because one of his close associates was charged with the murder. While all this was going down, Fredo Bang was locked up, so he definitely came out to a crazy surprise. But this wasn't the only bloodshed behind this beef. Not even a year later, in May of 2018, Youngboy's manager, Dump, was killed in a drive-by shooting while chilling with some...
If y'all don't know, if y'all keep hearing him say Dump and you don't know, this is who Dump is. If you hear Youngboy say who Dump,
family and friends. Youngboy was really hurt behind Dump. He even dedicated a song to him on his For Loyalty album titled R.I.P. Dump. But the beef gets even crazier after this. Throughout late 2018, Baton Rouge was a war zone. People were dropping left and right. Amid the spike of homicides in the city, one of the victims was Boulevard Quit, another one of Fredo Bang's best friends. This had to have been traumatizing for Fredo, losing friend after friend to gun violence. Since then, these two have made many videos and subliminal disses toward each other. Fredo even messed with Janaya, Youngboy's favorite baby mama, for a while. These next rappers were beefing during some of the most violent years in America, FBG Duck and Lil Durk. Now this era of Chicago beef gets really deep, but for time purposes, I'm only going to cover Durk and Duck. FBG, or Flyboy Gang, was started in the early 2000s by rapper Hugo Dumb and Dutchie. The group consisted of 7 people: FBG Cash, FBG Duck, Lil J, Wooski, Billionaire Black, Dutchie, and Young Mello, more known as Young Go Dumb. And even though they didn't start this group, Duck and Jay were the faces of it. These guys were wild. They consistently dissed ops on songs and even on FaceTime. But
I don't think nobody went harder than Duck. I'm not gonna lie to you. Duck didn't let his ops have no breathing room.
Their main ops were OTF. None. OTF was started in 2010 by Lil Durk as a record label. He signed artists Hypno Carlito, Anne Marie, OTF Nunu, and King Von. FBG Duck got into the streets when he turned 13 and hasn't looked back since. But after losing one of his closest friends, Tuka, to gun violence, everything went downhill. OTF, along with other PDs in Chicago, mocked.
Get your products in front of potential customers.
Comment. I never knew that. Like, they just put me up on game. I never knew that.
Shop and
took his name for years following his death. While Duck and Durk don't have any history of meeting each other face to face, the two have exchanged words many times, but one of the most controversial ones was when FBG Duck dropped his song, Dead Bees. This is the song that a lot of people think is the reason behind him dying. On this track, Duck names a few guys from OTF and 600 that passed away, linked to gun violence such as T-Roy, OD, J Money, and many more. Less than a month later, FBG Duck was killed after shopping in Gold Coast, Chicago. A very very nice suburban neighborhood. After his passing, Dirk took it upon himself to diss him many times, like in tracks Should've Ducked and Still Running. He said things like, "She asked me how high do I get? I told her high as duck." Not too long ago, Dirk said he would stop name dropping the dead in his songs, and so far, he's kept his word. But if you thought these two were wild, the next rapper was stabbed while in prison. Young Thug and YFN Lucci. Thug and Lucci have been beefing for some years now, and even though it's not a big internet beef, it gets real deadly. This beef started back in 2015 when Big Nut, Lucci's good friend, was shot while chilling out.
Hey, yeah. Never mind.
Outside of a barbershop. While the murder was never solved, many rumors were spread saying that YSL, Thug's group, was behind it. Big Nut was so loved in his city that after his death, Atlanta turned into a total war zone. YSL was wild though. It was another rumor going around saying that they even shot up.
Go back and check out that Thug documentary. That's on here too.
Of Lucci's home where his mother was living. Their beef never made it to the internet until 2016 though. Lucci decided to shoot a few tweets towards Thug, saying things like he slept with his girl and he owns her. He even threatened to leak messages proving that he and Thug's girlfriend were messing with each other. After a while, the tweets started to get to Thug, so he replied saying how if Lucci wanted attention this badly, he should just ask to do music together. But this wasn't enough for Lucci. He taunted Thug with a post, including a picture of his daughter, captioned, "Happy birthday, baby girl." Lucci was kind of weird for that one, I can't lie. After Thug didn't reply again, Lucci kind of gave up on the clout chasing. That was until Thug dropped his Beautiful Thugger Girls mixtape. He claimed he released it on Tupac's birthday because he is, in his words, the new Pac. Lucci replied with a subliminal tweet saying Pac would have never worn a dress. This is when Thug had enough. He snapped on Lucci, saying, "Thank God you're able to take care of your mama and be humble. Doing too much could become a deep sleep."
I ain't even gotta say nothing.
This must have really hit a nerve in Thug because he doubled back and went live, threatening to slap Lucci and Sauce Walker. Lucci instantly replied with a video of his own. A month later, Lucci's G-Wagon was shot up in Atlanta, leaving 2 people injured. Lucci was nowhere to be found, though. YSL wasn't letting up, though. Some members even spray-painted Big Nut's grave with the word slap. They went back and forth over diss tracks for a while. One of the most notable being when Thug said, "Last nigga that tried me almost got popped in Linux." Lucci didn't like this one. He replied on his Instagram story saying, "Boy almost shit himself in Linux. Cap ass album." Thug then doubled back on what he was saying earlier, creating an IG story saying, "If I ain't like what you do for your mother and kids, I would have been killed you." Followed with some laughing emojis. Lucci later got arrested for allegedly having connections with a drive-by shooting that left 1 guy dead and 1 injured, but he bonded out for $500K. After violating his bond, he was thrown right back in jail, but this time they were trying to hit him with a RICO. Back in March of this year, Lucci was stabbed in jail, and rumors say that Thug was behind the hit. That's how you know this beef is serious. I mean, he's even trying to get the man knocked off behind bars. Currently, Young Thug is in the same boat as Lucci, facing many years in prison for a RICO charge. So I guess you can say that their beef has come to an end for now. But if you thought Young Thug was crazy, this next rapper shot one of his ops and then made a song about it. Gucci Mane and Jeezy. In the early 2000s, both Gucci Mane and Jeezy.
This one right here is from when I was in school. I'm not telling you how old I am. It's from when I was in school. You know what I'm saying?
Were just starting to take off in their rap careers and making names for themselves in the streets of Atlanta. In 2005, they collabed on a single, So Icy, but there were rumors going around saying that the two were beefing behind closed doors. It was said that Jeezy was angry that the song was going to be on Gucci Mane's album and not his, and rumor says that Gucci was mad at Jeezy because he refused to perform the song with him. Almost a week after So Icy released, Jeezy made a diss towards Gucci on his track Stay Strapped, putting a $10,000 bounty on Gucci's chain. Gucci replied with his song Round 1, and in the lyrics he claimed Jeezy isn't really about the street life he portrays. They went back and forth for a while until things got serious. On May 10th, 2005, Gucci just brought home a stripper from the club. While the two were chilling in bed, 5 armed guys broke in trying to get Gucci. It isn't too clear what all went down in the situation, but we do know that Gucci ended up killing one of them while the other 4 got away. After this, he allegedly buried the guy behind a middle school. Gucci Mane was let
go dig your partner up, nigga, Betty.
locked up on murder charges, but he continued to claim his innocence. He even said in an interview how he isn't a murderer, he was just upset and he had to do what he had to do. He also claimed he has remorse for the situation. The guy who died in the altercation was Pookie Loc, one of Jeezy's associates signed to his label. Jeezy claimed to not have anything to do with this situation, but many people believe this was a hit sent by him. After this case was closed and Gucci was set free on self-defense, he made many diss tracks referencing Pookie Loc and Jeezy. One of the most notable disses is The Truth. In this song, he says, go dig your partner up, bet he can't say shit. And if you're looking for the kid, I'll be in zone 6. Telling Jeezy to go dig Pookie Loc up from behind that school. This song is definitely going down in history as one of the most disrespectful rap songs ever recorded. The beef kind of died down for some years until they surprised the world with the verses they did in 2020. In this verses, Jeezy played some of his old hits while Gucci came for blood. He played many of his diss songs, including The Truth. After he played this song, it seemed like something bad was about to happen, but Jeezy decided to be the bigger person and paused the show to explain how he only brought Gucci out for the culture and was just trying to have a good time. Gucci replied saying how it's all respect and they're on the same page. So after 20 years, they finally squashed this beef, which isn't really too surprising because Gucci really turned his life around after his last prison sentence. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like.
You heard him. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. We out.
All right.